I'm Donna Woolard. I'm a Platinum Senior Vice President and I live in Kansas City, Missouri. Life before 5 Links was great, but extremely busy, very hectic. Working as an educator, I was constantly up early, down late. There was just never enough time. We were just always worn out. After 25 years in education, I got the call from my girlfriend that she was looking at a company where we could make some money and be able to play golf and go to Hobby Lobby and do extra things. She knew I loved to play and have a good time, but we never had enough time or money. And I told her I wasn't interested. And she said, well, there's an event in Atlanta, Georgia. I want you to go with me. And I thought, okay, shopping's good in Atlanta. And we jumped in the car at 10 o'clock at night and we drove all night to Atlanta, Georgia. And I was going to something I didn't want to see, didn't want to hear about, but I wanted to shut her up. And what was interesting is I didn't even take a dress. She made me go to a store and buy a dress before the meeting. And so I was watching all this. I didn't understand a thing they were saying. It was very interesting and exciting, and I just left a world of education which was not exciting. And I saw that they were having a lot of fun, and I was just probably in a time in my life ready for the change. And so I literally that day made a mental switch and said, whatever they're doing, give me 5 years. I want to be at the top of this company and I want to help my family. Didn't call my husband and ask if I could do it, just did it. And what was interesting, I was very successful, very quick, and within 4.5 years was at the top of the company. I really love to hang with fun friends and visit. We love to entertain, but more importantly, I love to travel. You know, I love getting on a plane and going somewhere exotic. And I'm a TV bug when it comes to old movies, and we love movies. We go to the movies all the time. That's kind of our escape. And I love sports. I'm a big sports fanatic. I just love being able to have the freedom to do all of those. I'd love to get on a plane and say I'm going to Italy tomorrow and stay a month. That's really what I want to do down the road. So all those things combined, I think it's just enjoying life and not having any stressors. The Derek Thomas Neil Smith Literacy Foundation was started in 1990 with a young man who had a passion for giving back to the community. He'd made some mistakes in his youth and thought, wow, how can I give back? And because my background's literacy, my husband had met the gentleman that was doing some work with him and said, you need to meet this young man. He wants to start a literacy foundation. So I said, go check it out and see what they were doing. And I walked into the library and they had all these individuals, adults, sitting with some of the Chiefs football players and kids, and they were just reading books and newspapers, but there was no structure to any of it, but they seemed to have a good time. And one of the ladies said, you're a teacher, will you help Mr. Thomas put a session together? So I said, sure. And at the end of that summer, or at the end of that session that year, he said, would you put my foundation together with me? And so from then on, we just had an incredible relationship. And we today are 21 years old. We lost Derek in 2000 to a tragic accident, but we're so proud of the fact that every year 58 students have been able to go through the program. So we're very proud of all the things that we've been able to do, and now we're going into the 21st year. And what's even more proud is that Derek was inducted into the Hall of Fame last summer. And so, you know, it's pretty exciting, and the fact that I've been a part of that for so long because my passion is literacy, and that we just had a dream relationship and we got to do a lot of fun things together. But in the end, the result has been magnificent to see the students and where they've come. As a former traditional business owner, my husband and I owned restaurants and bars, and we've had insurance companies, and had a lot of different entrepreneurial businesses because you're always looking for the freedom that you think it's going to give you. And we realized that wasn't it. And after our last restaurant, we decided we were full force going into direct sales. Since coming to 5 Links, the most exciting thing was we came with a great deal of anticipation and excitement, but realizing we wanted this to be our final home. And when we came, we put our heads down, we went to work, and we had tremendous success, but the whole team had a tremendous amount of success. We've met so many great people. The founders, Craig Jibb and Jason, have been incredibly wonderful to us. They teach people from day one when they come in, step by step, what to do, and you never have to deviate. And as we teach people today, every franchise in the world has a business system. And if you follow the system to the letter, you will be successful. Most of the reason people don't succeed is that they just quit on the system. I think the biggest why today is to continue building for retirement. I don't think there'll ever be a time that I'll not work. or not be involved in some kind of direct sales or the business. But I think there's a time that I would like to do more things. We still want to do more work with our church, and I still want to do some things in literacy with the foundation that I haven't been able to do with 5 Links. As they become a billion-dollar company, I see 5 Links giving us not only financial freedom and independence forever for ourselves, but to leave that for our family members, the nieces and nephews. All I want to do is teach so many people how to keep focused, follow the success system, and realize they can do this. This is not rocket science. And so my mission today is to really help people understand this is a real wonderful endeavor for them and their families, and 5 Links put it all together. And I think the core leaders that are working with 5 Links at the top all have great hearts, and when you work with people with great passion and great hearts and leadership, only wonderful things happen. And I think we're more excited today for the next 5 years with 5 Links than we were when we first started years ago.